Got you on loop inside my head. Ooh, that love is all I'm thinking about. Got you on loop inside my head. It's the only thing I care about.
What's going on, everybody? Excited to have you guys with us. Every Saturday morning. Oh, yeah. Don't turn it down. Turn it back up. Turn it back up. Turn it back up. Welcome to the show. Betting News Network. Excited to have you guys here for your best espresso in the AM. Got you on loop inside of our heads. That's V-Sauce. That's Just Sook. That's Luch. My name's Sweatpants Jesus. Stoked to have you guys here to kick off your Saturday morning. Boys, we have a ginormous slate today. Like, we got Game 5 in the NBA Finals to the piece de resistance to finish it off this evening. We've got soccer all day, World Cup rocking and rolling. 4 games to talk about with you guys. We got some boxing. We got fam stopping by to talk about the Barcelona or the F1, the Barcelona Grand Prix tomorrow morning. And we got baseball too, and the WNBA. We have so much to talk about today, and I'm so fucking stoked, and I'm excited to be with you guys. Happy Saturday. How we living?
Happy Saturday, boys. It's going to be a good day as long as the Knicks don't secure a championship today. You know what I mean? Give us one more. Give us one more game, please. Please.
Oh, yeah. It's bright and sunny in Calgary. So how are we feeling, Luch?
We have the extender on for the game tonight in San Antonio.
We do.
So if you guys like narratives or whatever biased statistics you buy into that fits the Scott Foster bill, which
that's what you get paid for, Scott. All right, do your job tonight.
Hey, man, you will learn, Luch. I know it's your second show. As you get more and more comfortable with us, we are sluts for the narratives. All the narratives always go into every single thing we talk about on this show, probably more often than chat would like to hear, but they like it too. So
definitely pissing off the straight up analytical heads than you can't put $5 on this guy because it's his birthday. It's like Crimey River.
We go way worse than that. We have a rule around here that we bet Chet Holmgren on Wednesdays because he's hump day Holmgren. For whatever reason, his splits say that he goes wild on Wednesdays, and that has stayed true for about 2 calendar years here.
Yeah. Weird things like that. You know what I mean?
It makes it that much better, man. It makes it that much better. Excited to have all you guys with us. We got Shags in the chat. We're all Moroccan today, apparently. Chat, we're going to give you guys some plays on the pitch. I've got a couple of TSOA guys that I like. But as always, hope you guys enjoyed Shags and betting the pitch yesterday on 90 Minutes to Glory to break down the 4 games on the World Cup slate today. Go peep the scribbles at bettingnews.com from those lads to give you guys the moves, the actual soccer bets. I will say I did tail Shags on one of his plays. I really kind of like this bet already. He and betting the pitch were both on it as well. So we'll be talking about that in a little bit in one of the 4 games this afternoon in the World Cup. And then obviously, as these guys said, we'll spend most of the show breaking down what we're going to see tonight in Game 5. Hopefully, the series gets extended in the NBA Finals in San Antonio today. Scott Foster maybe will help us out there. But we'll talk about all of it with you guys, brought to you by our sponsors at Lucky Rebel. You guys can bet everything we're going to talk about today and so much more with this QR code right above my big old noggin. Chat, thanks for being here. We're excited to have you guys with us to kick off your weekend, kick off your Saturday morning. And boys, let's just start off with what we saw last night. Did you guys watch the United States have one of its best opening performances in World Cup soccer history?
Barf. But yes, I did.
Hey, man, I'm obviously a half and halfer. I root for the United States. I root a little harder for the UK than I do the United States, but obviously always going to be a US fan myself as well. And boy, oh boy, in my lifetime, was that the best United States performance I've ever seen. They looked awesome yesterday. Now, maybe Paraguay isn't as good as we might thought they were, so maybe they just might kind of suck a little bit. But
I did see an interesting tweet in the timeline today that Paraguay during the World Cup qualifiers in South America did get a win over Argentina and Brazil, and I think they led the tournament in goals or something like that. So maybe not as bad as some people, want to make it say some detractors of the U.S., but they looked good yesterday. They really did. Both the attack on defense, they looked very comfortable. I think that was the biggest thing for me to see. It's both at home here, right? There's a lot more pressure, all the fans, everything like that. It just felt like they kind of rose to the occasion, and they played well. They really did.
They answered the question, which was going into the tournament, of who's going to, is Balogun going to be a proper striker? Like, is he going to be able to produce some goals? And boy, oh boy, we got the answer from that. First time since 1930 did the United States have a striker score 2+ goals in the World Cup, which is
should have had a hat trick.
Should have, really. Yeah, you're right. I mean, they took their foot off the gas a little bit. Paraguay kind of jumped back into the game 3-1, I think, in like the 75th minute or something like that. And then cherry on top was Reina coming off the bench and then just curving that bad boy into the corner, which was incredible. Luch, what did you think? I saw you went to a cool experience outside, watching the game somewhere with some fun outside peoples. What did you think watching the game last night? Or were you too in some beverages to figure out what was going on?
I was cruising. I was at a perfect level. What's better than watching sports outdoors? I mean, that might be like the most white people thing ever to say. Like, I bring the TV out back when it's nice out. And it's like, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I was pleasantly surprised. Like that. So that game, in my eyes, raises the floor of this team reasonably. So now I have some mild expectations. Like I don't necessarily think they should lose one of these group games now. I wasn't so sure, but that sold me yesterday. And I mean, they just have a lot of guys that can win in one-on-one. I don't think we've ever seen this before. I mean, like when they're all healthy and just the arsenal of weapons that they do have. And of course, like we can't have nice things. So now we're on injury watch now, right? And so as great as that was, there's just like a 15% of me that's like, man, can't we just get through a full 90, right? And enjoy this one, which we sure did. And we are, but at the same time, very ambiguous quotes after the game from our star forward, who I don't know. I actually didn't see where he allegedly got kicked. I don't know if there was an exact moment. Maybe I missed it, but I wasn't thrilled about those quotes after the game. But now that we have the first one in the holster, and maybe we can baby him a little bit in one of these next two games if needed. I don't know. They sure as hell didn't need him in the second half. It was a little more stagnant, but all in all, like, great win, awesome. America needed this. Like, it's awesome when we can all root for the same thing for once, which is really cool when everyone's on the same page. So it was a good time.
It's funny when I've seen a lot of tweets about this going since yesterday, just because of how dominant of a win it was. And I mean, BTP and Shax kind of talked about it, that this Paraguay team is, in theory, the biggest competition for the Americans in this group. So we'll see if that ends up coming to fruition. They were talking about it on the show yesterday that, you needed to get the job done in this first game. I don't think anybody expected it to be, with as dominant fashion as it was, but now they have a little bit of a lead. Now they, like you said, they don't have to go into these. You got to go into these second, third games against Australia and Turkey and kind of, make sure you close the door here. But finishing top of the group would be, best case scenario for this American squad, as long as Pulisic, like you mentioned, and I think Balogun also got a little bit banged up as well near the end of that game too. So as long as those guys are healthy going into it, we'll see. We had also the Canadian team kind of shit the bed a tiny bit. They came back and tied it up though, and looked the more dominant team in the second half for sure. Kind of climbing back into that one, and then Mexico got the job done as well. So all three quote unquote host nations didn't lose in their first games, which was nice to see for the host nations all across. Did you guys have anything else that you took away from the games yesterday, the U.S. games? Sook, do you got anything?
Yeah, I thought it was absolutely incredible to see the the Scottish fans. I know our main channel was retweeting the guy walking, but then also in Toronto, we saw the Bosnian fans just marching down the street, 1,000+ of them, and they're just chanting. And then once we were in the stadium, you saw their delegation at the top and ours at our top. Ours was just drunk. Theirs was chanting. They knew everything to sing. It was really cool to see, and it's a very interesting dichotomy of the sports fandom from Europe to here. Here, we are flipping cars when our teams win. Vancouver was lighting cars on fire. New York, we're seeing everything that's happening with them. But it's like soccer hooligans have a bad rap, but when they're on their best behavior, it's absolutely electric to see the chants and stuff. And it's just like blows my mind. Like everybody knows the words to these.
Absolutely. It's been insane. Like the walk to the stadium, both Bosnia and Canada had absolute just fucking parades going to the stadium. You could see it. And honestly, it just reminded me, there's a ton of Bosnians in Canada. Like there's a huge population there. It was fucking dope to see. It was also same with Mexico. Like, so you're talking about the soccer hooligans. I don't know if you guys saw that video of the luchadors fighting after the Mexico win and the luchador matches in the streets. Like it's been a ton of fun. There's Freddie all over the timeline experiencing things like Buc-ee's and Chili's for the first fucking time.
Did you guys dude, on the Freddie thing, man? I know you guys talked about it the other day, and it's been honestly, to me, that's been even almost more fun than these games. I mean, obviously the games have been better, but it's been incredible to watch this dude's rise on social media. Went to the Saints facility yesterday, got a picture with Tyler Shuck, all this merch and shit.
Sexy Red
wants to have him at a fucking concert. And a cherry on top, Ella Langley, because they've kind of fallen in love with Ella Langley over the last week they've been here. Apparently Ella Langley's gotten kind of wind of this, and now he's going to be going to an Ella Langley concert, which
I feel like I've missed all of this.
It's been
you know who we're talking about?
So you gotta check
the
it
German
out.
fan, right?
Yeah, he's a German fan.
Yeah.
Type in Freddie on Twitter, you'll find it. I
There's
trust me.
honestly,
he puts the emojis over the faces. Yeah.
There's a few fan experiences that have been going on like this. Like there was this one British guy. He walks into a New York deli with his wife, and the dude just gets so excited when he finds out he's here from the UK and he came here for a sandwich. He doesn't even let him pay for the sandwich. Like
there's also like all the Japanese fans. I think it's like Texas Roadhouse or something. They're like literally saying like what places you should eat at, and now there's like Japanese people are just flooding Texas Roadhouse.
They called it the best cost-effective steak, the best bang for your buck that you can get here, and then free refills, and chips and salsa has sent them to the fucking moon.
Oh, dude. Did you guys see today? This popped up today, and I was going to reshare.
Yeah,
I was going to reshare it, but I figured we talked about it here. Did you guys see the Scottish fans in Boston find the slide and then go down it with the bagpipes?
Oh, that's sick!
Oh, dude, absolutely peak, man. It was so good. And I mean, Scotland obviously plays today. We'll talk about that game in a little bit, but like, as you guys mentioned, all of those plus more, and we're probably going to have way more over the next.
And that's just the American stuff too. Like you see, like there's like Korean fans doing like what are those? They're not like keg stands, but they're like the equivalent in Mexico in those big ass clay jars, right? Where they're just basically drinking tequila. There's like Mexican and Korean fans finishing a tequila bottle that they couldn't bring inside the stadium with them together, just outside the stadium taking shots of it. It's been absolutely electric all over the fucking place, man. And we have just gotten started.
Chat, don't let anyone tell you we can't all get along, because clearly we can all get along.
Especially around
one immigrant. He was a guy that was out literally born in the United States because his mom wasn't allowed to get back on the plane. And now he just scored 2 goals in the most electric win for the United States of all fucking time. Like it's just like this is what we do this shit for Mexico. The guy who scored, I think it was the Quinones. He's a Colombian. He's Colombian born, immigrated to play soccer in Mexico, and then his wife is like family is Mexican. So then he's representing them now at the World Cup. Like it's absolutely fucking beautiful to see. And this is the kind of stuff that like gives me puts a smile on my face during
because
a lot of fun.
It's because you're a Punjabi, Hindu, Canadian, American. You got all the hyphens over there.
I mean,
there you go. Gerald's got the formula right there.
Come on, man. Sports and beer / liquor, like equal happy heart.
That's it, man. That's it. Sports.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys. Well, we saw some great action yesterday. The United States topped it off with the cherry on top last night with a big dub. And as I mentioned, 4 big games today. We'll bring in Fam to get involved with this conversation, and obviously then finish him off with some stuff from him on the Spanish side in Barcelona. What we're going to see on the tracks tomorrow. But Fam, welcome to the show, big dog. Bring him up, Sook. I don't want to press buttons. There we go. I don't want to move. I want to be. I'm like so fun right now.
I don't know if Chat knows this yet, but SPJ standing up. Lots of room for activity.
I'm testing out a new desk, Chad. I want to be able to walk around. Desk. Yeah, got to get one of them desks. How you doing, fam? What's up, dude?
I'm doing good, man. Just excited for the weekend full of sports and everything. It's awesome.
It's incredible. Great performance from the U.S. last night. I know you were watching it. Did you got any thoughts before we jump into some soccer today and then finish this off with some Formula One?
I'm scared that Paraguay is just bad, and
me too.
The cocky American in me thinks we're gonna win the whole thing now.
Hey man, worth the sprinkle. You might as well. I don't think you're probably not gonna get anywhere close to as good of a price before the game yesterday, but it might be worth a stab. We're going to talk a little bit about the 4 games. As I mentioned, we're not going to spend a lot of time. We're going to talk more about everything else going on today. You guys can go read Shags and BTP's scribbles at bettingnews.com for their in-depth analysis on what they're going to see in the 4 games today. Do you have a favorite bet that you like for one of these 4 games today, fam?
Kind of riding off of what BTP and Shag said yesterday. I think is it Scotland that's in the same group as Canada, or is it Switzerland?
I think it's Switzerland. I'm not 100%
sure. So, they tied yesterday. So Switzerland should just
it is Switzerland taking on Qatar
out and just try to run up the score as much as they can. I have Switzerland to win both halves, just for them to outscore the other team in Qatar there. So that's a plus 142 is what I got it at.
Okay, I like that. That's a really good way to do it. I will tell you guys, I tailed Shags and BTP on this one. I like this play a lot. I was looking for a way to kind of back them. I didn't write this in the banners, but I took the Switzerland Asian handicap minus 1.75. You get minus 122, minus 125 value on that. That's what Shags and BTP are both on that play. You can take the over the minus 1.5, which is the regular spread. If you would like, it's a little juice. You'd have to parlay it with something. But look for it on your book. You should be able to find it. It's under other spreads, Asian handicap minus 1.75. It's basically just they got to win by 2, and they should win by 2 in that particular situation against one of the worst teams in the entire tournament today.
Political correctness doesn't exist if that's a prop market.
I was going to say Fam hops on, and now all of a sudden it's the Asian spread. What is this?
Hey, Fam gave me the spread, man. I'm just giving you guys what's up. I don't know.
I set the lines for this market.
Yes, indeed. Wait, Kev, is that real? James Harden got arrested?
Get the hell out.
He was at the brass pole last night, I heard.
What?
Wait, is this legit?
No, I don't know. It's just a strip club down.
No.
Yes, 17 minutes ago, TMZ reports, and TMZ is run by a former lawyer. He doesn't let anything go unless it's corroborated. TMZ, early Saturday morning, James Harden was arrested for the unlawful carrying of weapons. The arrest went down in Texas, according to authorities. He was caught with a handgun in his vehicle. Allegedly, police officers said it was in plain sight and not being carried in a holster or in the glove box. Harden has been released on bond, and his court date is the 22nd of June.
Guy can't even shoot from deep, and he's got a fucking pistol in his pocket. What are we doing, James?
I mean, after the way he shot in the fucking conference final, I'd be concerned if he was carrying a gun too.
Jesus.
Luch has a 76ers shirt wear at the moment as your former squad guy. What you thinking? We got actually a former 7. We got a 76er here, and we got a current Cavs fan. Oh my God, perfect for Harden Day.
I mean, I'll take shit that's not on my bingo card for 200 today, and that. I mean, what are you doing carrying, James? And in the chat saying in Texas too. I mean,
yeesh, dude. Yeesh. That's crazy work, man.
Giannis is coming soon.
Oh, shut up, fam.
Cleveland.
We'll actually get into that a little bit. All right, so you like the Swiss as well. You guys can take both teams to score the Swiss to score in each half for some plus money. Go check out Shags and BTP's articles. BTP has a good prop in there for a TSOG guy. I'll leave that for the scribbles though. Go check that out. Or you guys probably watched him talk about it yesterday. But all right, so for the sense of time, fam, what are we looking at tomorrow in the F1 in Barcelona? This race is tomorrow morning. To give you guys the moves if you want to get involved, fam is going to have an article out at bettingnews.com a little bit later today with all of his plays. But what are some of your favorites for tomorrow?
So Barcelona is the testing ground for F1. They do a lot of their off-season testing here because it kind of just has everything. It has a long straight for the teams to test their speed, their aerodynamics. It has big corners that help them test their downforce. And the track is kind of rough itself. The asphalt's very abrasive. And so it lets them test out the tires for the upcoming season. So a lot of these teams, all these drivers are very familiar with this track, but it's not an easy track to race on whatsoever. So that's like my first bet is, under 18.5 classified cars, meaning under 18.5 cars to finish the race. I'm going under with that because last week in Monaco, it's a very mellow track compared to what we have here. And we had 7 cars DNF. So you're telling me this is a faster track than Monaco, more chances for these drivers to mess up, more chances for this car to break down. I really like this bet here. I mean, I talked about it yesterday on the timeline. Through like 6 races so far this year, we've had an average of 5.3 DNFs throughout all these races. That's up by like 2 or 3 cars from every other year. So I really like this bet. I really like this number that's at too. So that's my first bet I'm going to take. And then it kind of flows into the second bet I'll take there as well is a virtual safety car to happen at minus 115. Again, mechanical failure, a crash, a wreck, something's going to happen in this race inevitably. And it's just going to force the stewards to throw up the virtual safety car, make these drivers slow down and close the gap in between themselves.
All right. So virtual safety car, yes, which basically, like you said, leans into the fact that we're going to have some guys do not finish the race. There's going to be some wacky stuff going on. And I know you were texting me last week when we were talking about getting you ready for this article that you were saying that this is one of the harder courses or the way that it's kind of laid out.
Yeah, it's mostly has to do with how abrasive the surface is on the track. Tires wear down so fast. And so tire management and strategy for this race is going to be such a key factor. And, if you brake late going into a corner, you're just going to send it. It happened in qualifying today. Charles Leclerc was having a great qualifying session. He braked a little bit late going around the corner. Next thing you know, he hit a wall going 25 Gs.
Damn.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
All right, I'll let you save the rest of it for the article, so the people's got to go read the scripts a little bit later today. But before you love us and leave us, who the fuck is winning this race tomorrow? Do you have somebody from the plums that you can tell us to maybe throw some beans on for who's going to win tomorrow in Spain?
Yeah. So dipping back into this race, all the drivers are so familiar with it. This race has a 70% pole to winner conversion rate, meaning if you get the first spot in qualifying, you have a 70% chance to win this race. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go with the narrative bet. We just talked about it. We love narrative here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to go with the 19-year-old phenom, Kimi Antonelli, to win this race at plus 275. Listen, he placed 3rd in qualifying. He's behind Lewis Hamilton. He's behind his teammate George Russell. I just don't think, the Ferrari car is not as good as the Mercedes. So...
Okay.
I think he's going to get past Lewis fairly easily in the end. Sorry about that. He's going to get past Lewis fairly easily.
That was Kimmy texting you, telling stop giving away all your fucking secrets, man. Come on now.
And then George just has not shown us anything.
God, leave him alone, Kimmy. Let him talk.
I probably turned that off. But George just has not shown us anything through these last 3 or 4 races that he has any wherewithal to win the race. He's messed up constantly. He's struggled. I'm going to take the narrative bet. I'm going to go with the 19-year-old phenom here.
Let's go. The Rook.
The Rook. All right, there you go. Fam will have his article out for you guys later today at bettingnews.com. Go follow Fam on the timeline if you haven't already for some more Formula One. Obviously, some soccer stuff as well. and you're getting deep into the footy frenzy that we got going on
yeah.
as well, rocking and rolling. I'm excited to have you with us, dude, on a beautiful Saturday. Go out there and enjoy the rest of the day. Hope you smack some bets tomorrow on the tracks, and yeah, I hope the Swits.
I think Fam had one more.
Oh, okay. I was going to leave that for the article, but go ahead.
Okay, sorry.
So this bet.
I got excited, Chad. Don't worry about it. It's okay. It's like I see more Formula One bets in here. I want him to talk about it.
So this bet really, Aston Martin's just a horrible car this year. Like they suck. It's just to put it lightly. In 5 out of 6 races this year, they've only had 1 or 0 people classified to finish the race.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to go with it here. You could also take the 0 classified drivers, meaning both drivers don't finish the race at plus 600 as well. But it's just betting that, this Aston Martin sucks. Really.
Let's go.
Chat likes it. Beast McNeese likes it. Nuking it. Let's go. All right, big dog. Well, appreciate you. Have a great Saturday. Thanks for stopping by. Look forward to reading your scribbles about this. And Kimmy, leave him the fuck alone, man. Relax, Kimmy.
I swear I turned it off. I'm sorry.
Damn it.
You gotta hit that D&D, my guy.
Yeah. Oh, Luke knows all of it. He knows he'll tell you exactly where that button is. He knows exactly where that one lives.
He lives on the
You might not know where that button is because he doesn't know how to turn it off. Have you ever got hit with the D&D in the middle of I'm sending some texts and then D&D?
Your text was what sent him to D&D. That's what it is. Yeah. All right, fam. Have a great Saturday, big dog. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Later, man. Deuces, gooses. Suck. Pull him down. Thank you. There we go. He's got it. He got there eventually.
Beam him up, Scotty.
Beam him up. Beam him down. Luch, are you a Formula One guy? Do you like racing?
I do like racing. I'm not I like fast cars, but I'm in no position to tout F1 or even give a general.
Just a big Vin Diesel fan, right?
Yeah.
I actually, it's Pocono and NASCAR this week. I'm really close to the Pocono Raceway. I grew up kind of up there. A lot of my friends I've been getting some wild footage of guys who are in their 30s and probably are drinking like they're in their 20s the last couple of nights. It's a crazy party up at Pocono, but that's always a fun race too. I know a little bit of NASCAR, but that was some great intel our guy just dropped. So I'm excited to, hear some more about what he has to say from week to week.
Let's go, man. Yeah, he's writing some good pieces for us for Formula One if you want to get involved with the races. That one is tomorrow morning, 9:00 Eastern and 8 Central, I believe, since it's obviously over in Europe. So if you want to tap in later today, feel free to do that before you go to bed tonight or you wake up tomorrow morning for some cash. All right, guys. I have one more bet in the World Cup. Like I said, go check out all of BTP's and Shag Scribbles. And guys, if you have any bets you want to mention in the World Cup today, feel free to drop them right now. I kind of tailed BTP sort of in this play. I liked it already, but he took him just to score straight up. But I got a good price on Lawrence Shankland. He's from Scotland. He's up front. He's going to score a fucking goal today, chat. He actually might, but I took the TSOA minus 115, so he can score or assist. Scotland should dog walk today. They should win. They should win by a couple of goals, if not more. And Shankland's up top. Also, what a fucking name for a Scottish striker, dude. His fucking name's Lawrence Shankland. I'm gonna come out there and fucking shank him, mate. Come on. I'll bet on that guy. Here we go. I got him. Yeah.
Miss 5-unit sub bang from Sean Beasy, who is engaged now. So congratulations, my guy. Engaged and dropping gifted subs. Let's go. What a goal.
See, that's how you know that he had the proper amount of funds to buy the ring, because he's still dropping 5-unit bangers in here. He's not broke after that.
You just know it's a big rock. 100%.
Yeah, and also another shout out to Sean Beasy. I'm pretty sure he did tell us a couple weeks ago that he is about to deploy again. So stay safe, my guy.
I thought he said that he's not deploying until later. But I don't know. Sean Beasy, let us know if you're going to be safe and sound on the U.S. soil, or if you're going to be getting deployed somewhere. But either way, we're glad that you're here, and congrats on tying the knot. As Sook said, as long as you do it right, there's never a problem. It's always good.
Okay.
Okay.
Hopefully you're home for as long as possible, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
We hope so. All right. We leave in August. Okay. There you go.
Okay.
All right. Got you for a couple more months. That's what we love. Guys, got anything else on the pitch? You guys got any plays that you like?
Not on the pitch. Just be tuned in.
Word. I did actually use my boost. Adam's not here, but since we'll talk about boosts, all the books have it. The boost man's not here, but I'll give you guys a boost play. My boost play hit yesterday that we talked about. It's on the green book if you want to go use your 50% boost. All right now. It's basically I just took all 3 of the games minus which game did I skip? Over 1.5 goals. So I kind of juiced everything. Let me just look at my slip real quick and tell you guys. Since you guys mostly probably a lot of you guys have this boost on the green book if you want to tail. It's actually up to a $20 max bet, which is pretty nice if you would like to get involved.
I think it did, Sean Beasy. I think it did. He was a happy boy. So I'm assuming that was a yes.
Adam's boost did not hit, unfortunately. Mine did, though. He was pissed. He was texting me about it. Because Canada didn't win. He had Canada money line. I took over 1.5 goals in the Switzerland-Qatar game, over 1.5 goals in the Scotland-Haiti game, and then 1.5 goals in the Morocco-Brazil game. If you use your boosty boost, it gets it up to plus 160, plus 100 regularly straight up. So just 2 goals.
He likes the BTTS in that Morocco-Brazil game too. Hopefully that's a fun one.
Yeah, Shags likes the Moroccan team just to score a singular goal. He liked their team total over a half for minus 125, minus 130 value there. So hopefully we get a couple goals in that one. I know he also kind of leaned with the over. That was the one that I didn't know if I wanted to take the 1.5 or just the singular goal for the vibes. But I went the 1.5 when I saw Shags liked there to be some goals in that one. And the other 2 games, if anything, Scotland and Switzerland should score 2 goals themselves. So that would be cool. Oh, shut up, Beast.
Yeah, you, Jackson. All right, government name today.
Jackson and Alex been drinking too many of them sodas up at the
Too many fucking sodas on the boat.
Too many sodas.
Yeah, get back to work. See you guys on Monday.
Yeah. All right now. All right, go check out those guys' scribbles at Betting News if you guys want some more plays on the pitch and whatever else we got going on today as well. We're only going to bring up this graphic because our friends at DAZN today have a boxing match if you'd like to get involved. It's actually called Beauty versus the Beast. It's actually pretty sick. Fury versus Hall in Manchester today. It's going to be a pretty interesting matchup. Kind of hard to bet this specifically, but if you want to watch it, go check out that QR code with our friends at DAZN. And it's on later today, this afternoon at 2:00 Eastern. These guys have over 100 pounds difference between them in size. Massive discrepancy in size. It's kind of more of like the young buck versus the massive grizzled veteran situation here. You can go read Eddie's scribbles. It just dropped at bettingnews.com about how he might be handicapping this if you want to get involved with some boxing today. I will say that Fury is like a minus 300 favorite. So there's a little value on the dog with Hall if you want to go that direction. But go check out our friends at DAZN. Use the QR code on the screen if you would like to get involved with watching some boxing this afternoon on one of your other secondary screens. Bing bong. Let's get it.
Yeah, I think that's a very interesting fight because Eddie Hall was a bodybuilder, and the last few years he's kind of been shedding the weight to try to box. If you guys don't know, he actually was one of the world's strongest men one year, and then he holds the record for deadlifting over 1,000 pounds. 500 kg he deadlifted. It is the record in the world. No one's ever touched it. This will be a very interesting fight. So go ahead, scan that QR code, because also DAZN will be having FIBA basketball qualifiers in the summertime. You can go ahead and enjoy that. And if you're enjoying Jose Alvarado, July 3rd in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada will be taking on Puerto Rico, and that game will be on DAZN. So go ahead and scan that QR code if you want some summer hoops as well.
Quick turnaround for our boy Jose. Quick turnaround.
Maybe we're hoping it's also a lot quicker as well because there may be a couple more games he has to play, but we'll see. Yeah, I don't know, Gerald. Hall by brain damage for Jackson. That makes sense. Are you a big violence guy, Lutz? Do you like boxing? You like MMA? Do you like anything in the violent realm? Oh, goats are muted.
Man, all right. You know, the first shot I got. Now I'm muting myself.
Hey, man, V's just happy that there's a new person muting himself.
Trust me, I struggle with it after years of
doing
there you
this. Go. See, there you go.
I've done like 1,000 shows and I still keep making the same mistakes. So, you know, take it or leave it at this point.
We'll take it.
All right, let's go. But yeah, I like UFC. I got into UFC a lot during the pandemic, especially. I played a lot of DFS, and there obviously wasn't a lot. I mean, I was in the trenches. I was like DGen mode Outlaw Tour Golf. Like, I don't know if you guys know anything about the Outlaw Tour Golf. I don't really expect many people to, but there was DraftKings tournaments for it. Like it was unbelievable. I mean, you had to dive into the deep streets of Google to find out who these guys even were. That's a tour where you can pay to walk on. And me and my friends were honestly thinking about just like putting the money together and like having someone go golf and shoot like a 90 or something, just so like you can put them in your DraftKings lineup for the next week. But we didn't get that far. Pandemic was a wild time, you know.
It was a wild time, bro. Fight Island, remember that?
Oh
yeah.
We all kind of met during the beginning of the pandemic, and then I started working for Betting News in 2023, so near the back, part of the pandemic as well. So yeah, we're with you, and we bet. I mean, our friend Chef, who you met yesterday or 2 days ago, yeah, we got some ping pong nukes from him in the middle of the night when that was going on.
Yeah.
So big vibes.
All right. Ping pong nukes in the middle of the night, though, but
still, I mean, I got one yesterday, but whatever. We'll just move. Let's talk basketball, guys. Also, Luch, is that an Inside the NBA hat that I see on your head?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
that's sick.
If the world got something right in the last couple of years, it was like keeping that show mostly intact, because I can't go on without that jingle. That jingle when they cut in and out is just legendary.
Whatever it is.
I will say, as someone that's watched the show my whole life, I am a little bit disappointed that Barkley is on Ozempic and constantly sober now. Now Shaq's the only one just belligerent after the games.
Yeah, that's true. That's actually true, because now he's sober.
Hey, man. I don't know what you're talking about, Sook, man. I'm fine, man.
Cardi D's.
Yeah, he needs to be over it. He's like, I don't care if they fire me. They owe me like $9 million, which kind of sucks.
I hope they fucking fire me.
Yo, he said that on the Dan Patrick show. He literally was like, I don't give a fuck. They can fire me. They still owe me all this money, and that's what my contract says. So you can get me out of there if you want. I mean, those guys are all sitting there with the same sort of vibes, though. Like, Shaq says some wild-ass shit, too. Like, they all say some wild-ass shit because they know they're not getting kicked off the air.
Dude, Shaq literally dookied himself. We had proof. It went viral on the timeline, and then it just disappeared. I don't know who they have scrubbing the internet, but they have a goat doing it.
The same person scrubbing his ass, probably. He even said he went to use the bath. They even, like, every time that he goes to pee, because he obviously is a big man and he's got a tiny bladder, so my homie's always pissing. And so he went to go pee during like game 4 or something, and they watched him walk off, and they actually made a little segment about it. He was like, I wasn't pooping, I was peeing. It's okay.
Oh my God.
Jesus
Christ. Yeah, not the exact segue I thought we'd be using to get into it. But speaking of Shaq, who should Wemby get in the gym with? I know we touched on this the other day, but like, I was mentioning how he just seems a little erratic at the end of games and rushing, and the game's moving fast. The guy's an anomaly with the skill set and the body. I'm saying things we already know, but just to kind of lay it up here. Like, who was on the show? Were one of you two on the show saying that he should train like more as a 2-guard and like use that?
Yeah,
skill?
that was me. Yeah.
Like my thing is, like, will his body allow him to do that for like 10 years? Like, we don't know, like, that that body type, that like we haven't seen it before. So I don't know. I have so many questions that I'm just so fat. It's going to be fascinating to see how he chooses to develop and, how to best utilize his alien type skill set. I don't know. It's going to be wild. I mean, he already had the blood clot thing, which, who knows? Yeah. I can't be Twitter doctor. There's plenty of them, plenty of useless Twitter doctors out there.
He's going to be an actual doctor. So.
God, I'm in the right place then. So, yeah. So what's your take on Wemby and his, how should he continue?
Honestly, I think about this all the time, just from like a physical standpoint. Like, the physiology of his body doesn't really fucking make any sense. The things that he's able to do, the strain he's able to put on his body. I do think, though, that's why we do see these games like we saw in game 4, where his legs kind of go and he starts settling for threes. The 3 isn't dropping anymore. You're watching him at the line. You are 7'5", my guy. You're pretty much looking inside the basket when you are taking free throws, right? Your arms and everything like that. He could bulk up, but that's going to affect his shooting motions as well. honestly, I think a guy like Steve Nash, just to think about someone that's not in the league, would be someone great to work with, just because of he was a high minutes player. He was a very much dedicated player in the gym, and he understands what it takes to play 82 games, to play at a high level for a long period. I think that's one guy I'd like to see him in the gym with, maybe not even for his passing skills. I don't necessarily think he needs to be a better passer, but it's late game moments like this where you need to be able to catch your breath. You need to be able to hit these free throws, because we can look at Fox, we can look at all that stuff, but he had 17 points, I think it was in the first half, finished the game with 24, 2 key missed free throws there at the end. And if he's that gassed on the offensive end, defensively, he's just not doing what he's capable of normally. I think the 2-day break is going to be key for him. We saw it after game 2, but this is something that he needs to take care of. And in terms of doing it for like 10 to 12 years, there's just no example. So I like, my gut says it's going to be very hard to do. But I thought the same thing about Joel Embiid, and obviously his body, and like, he started out with injuries, but the way he plays and everything like that, it's just, we'll see if it's sustainable. And I think that's what we're going to be left with. He's playing at a very high level. In his 3rd year, he's made it about as far as possible, played more games in the last calendar year than he probably has ever in his life. And now his body is just really, really being pushed to the limits. And I think that's what he needs to work on this summer more than anything else. It's just pushing these boundaries and making sure that once you are playing this late into the season, that you can play 40 minutes if need be.
Well, you say pushing boundaries, V, but I think that, like, I agree with that, but I think that's why I want to see him kind of push the boundaries of what Luch was saying. Like, we've never seen this. We've seen a guy like Boban, but that wasn't the same level of athleticism. Wemby, very much, there's so many times where I think he needs to get into his moves faster, and I think that's interesting that you're saying I don't think he needs to become a better passer. I think the trajectory is you become a more efficient scorer, and then eventually you become a player that gets doubled on every possession, and then you have to grow your passing game. Right now, what we need out of Wemby is kind of like what Austin is saying. We need that Dirk Nowitzki. If you're going to catch the ball, get into your action, do it fast, do it quickly. There's too much of this Hakeem bully ball it's not conducive to winning. We've seen that Cat can answer that call. So I do think that it's interesting that we're all talking about how great Wemby is, even though he's down 3-1 in this series. And it just shows that, like, true hoop heads, basketball fans, no matter what, we're all going to be in love with this guy for the next decade.
The biggest thing Wemby needs to work on going forward is his stamina. And I think that the way that the Spurs have tried their best to baby him to a way that he's as healthy as possible for a deep playoff run was by not playing him substantial minutes in the regular season. And to be honest, I think that that's a little bit of a disservice to him, because you kind of put him out there now. He has to play 40. We may not see Luke Cornett tonight, so he might even have to play even more minutes than we've seen all series long and all playoffs long. And it was like, okay, you know what? You're 22. We don't need to play you like this all regular season. Let's try to keep you as healthy as possible so we don't lose you with the thrombosis stuff. We don't lose you with a twisted ankle or something like that. But the only way to build stamina is to play. Like, you can't replicate that. You can't replicate being on the court for that long of a period of time in an NBA game. So I think that there's probably going to be some mitigation of him just increasing his stamina and his ability to play that in a longer stretch of the regular season. And I think that the Spurs are just going to have to risk it and just say, listen, at this point, he's a valuable asset in the NBA, but you can't, like, bubble wrap the guy. Like, he's got to just play. And I think he's got to play 65 games, and he's got to play 35 minutes a night.
I really want to see Wemby develop a mid-range, and not to say that he's bad from there. It's just, to me, as a big man, if you can hit that shot with consistency, it really takes a whole load off of your body, because you can get a basket. And I think that's what it is with Joel. When he's hitting that mid-range shot, when it's actually falling and he's able to play 60 to 65 games, he's one of the most formidable scorers in the NBA. He does not take a high volume of threes, but he consistently finishes in the top 5 for points per game. This is a guy where I think has really revolutionized that aspect of the game. You don't see a lot of big men with that consistent of a jumper. If Wemby can develop something like that, just because I know he can hit the three, he does feel comfortable. I think, like you said, so Dirk, if you can hit that little fadeaway, if you can put a little bit of finesse in this game and just take some load off of your legs, it might help. But now, and just a random question, if Dirk is the legend that maybe he wants to work with, do you work with him if you're Dirk, as with this rivalry, Mavs Spurs? I mean, I don't think you can, right?
Oh,
That's interesting
Like,
point.
hey, I don't want to get my ass kicked by Dirk 2.0 for the next 10 years because of Dirk 1.0. You know what I mean?
Well, to swing this to like, let's talk about the game. So obviously Spurs back against the wall today. Wemby's going to have to be massive, like you just kind of laid up with what we just talked about. You know, they got to win 3 in a row. No way around it. They are back at home in this game. The line has kind of bounced around. It opened up at 5.5 when it popped up a couple days ago. It's now flirting with 5.5 / some 4.5 in some places there as well. Do we think that Wemby, since we're on the Wemby train, what are your guys' thoughts? And Luch, I'll let you lead us off. What are your thoughts on Wemby in this game specifically? Do you think that he's going to have – his lines are kind of indicating they think he's going to have a big game. We've seen him have to have big games, and then he has usually produced big games, especially in some elimination spots in the past. So thinking of the OKC series. So what do you think you're going to see from Wemby today?
Yeah, I think that's a great call on the extra day off. And I think part of the stagnant – you know, like he set the it feels dirty just shitting on Wemby because if he's part of the problem that they're having, but like in reality, he's probably like the least problem that they're having. So I do think the extra day off is gonna definitely help Wemby. 5.5 point home favorite still. Mm-hmm. I do think they win this game, and I think the Knicks ultimately win this series. Though I mean, there's just too many inconsistencies. And I know you asked me about Wemby, but I wanted to like mention the Mitch Johnson quotes before I forgot because oh, I don't read Twitter, but you guys are probably saying I'm fired and De'Aaron Fox was traded. You read Twitter, and that's exactly what Twitter was saying. And he said De'Aaron Fox is going to handle the ball at the end of the game tonight too. Well, shit, that's a losing recipe. I mean, isn't your job supposed to put all egos aside and make the changes that, you know, if you're going to succeed in this league, you have to make bold decisions and changes and hurt feelings. And, you know, if you have a championship level locker room, the guys on the team should understand and deal with those changes.
Jose over Mikal, Luch, in the last game.
Yeah. And, you know,
over Mikal during this playoff run.
And SPJ, you mentioned, you know, the vets, and I thought the same thing. Where are the vets? Throw Harrison Barnes out there for like 3 minutes. Just have someone who's played in the league for like 15 years who will say, just give me the fucking ball. Everyone calm down. And then we'll call a timeout and we'll put Champagne and he wasn't bad either, but you know what I'm saying? Just throw one minor wrench in there and show us you're not just going to let this thing ride out to sunset and die, because that's exactly what it was. That was probably the most infuriating part of watching is like, do anything. And one of you guys mentioned Pop was the king of throwing wrenches in there. So I do think Wemby will come back and have a strong game. You know, we've seen them start off hot. Can they close? Who's going to close? I hope it's Dylan Harper. You know, but for narrative sakes, but for narrative purposes, if De'Aaron Fox had a monster game, maybe, you know, I don't know what the goal is here for Mitch Johnson. Like, clear Harper future. I'm done. I don't know.
Can you softball me? Throw me a softball.
Underhand?
Yeah.
Slow pitch only.
Bang. I hate this bet, but I love this bet. Hey, man, this guy's been reading the timeline too, and he's going to get out there. Scored 18 points last game. As you guys mentioned, was terrible down the stretch. It's been widely documented. The last time I bet Fox, he had 20 points. His points line was sitting at 14.5. If you think the Spurs are going to win this game / extend this series, I know that there's a bunch of slander, and I do think that they will make some minor adjustments like you just talked about with having Harper maybe hold the ball a bit more at the end. Maybe you have Castle hold the ball a bit more at the end, but those guys are young players, and they do have propensity to have some bad turnovers. De'Aaron Fox is showing that he is the propensity for that as well, but I just don't think that they want to make such big of a risk, as you just mentioned, in this particular spot at home. So Fox is going to be out there. I think the line's too low, 14.5. You can take his PA if you want to. He had 8 assists in their last game too, facilitating. But I just think that he's going to bounce back, and I don't know if that's going to be enough for the Spurs to win this game. But I think that he's going to have his say, and I think 15+ is a little too low of a line for that. So I like Fox in that spot. Thanks for the softball. And De'Aaron, just stop throwing the fucking ball away, dude. What are we doing? Sauce Man, you're muted. Hey, there you go. There you go, Luch.
Go ahead and tap that mic.
Yeah, sorry. See, double mute button. Sometimes it's necessary because I'm making a lot of noises and hiccuping. But yeah, that was frustrating to watch the end of the last game. I like this bet though. I think you kind of have to go back to him. I still think that maybe I still think that Harper should have gotten a few shots up in that last quarter. I think that there needed to be some adjustments, some timeouts, a bunch of things needed to happen. Fox needed to play better, but I don't think you eliminate him completely from this game. And I think that this is the time to step up, my guy. Like, you fucking have to at this point. Fuck.
Mm-hmm. I'm going back to this bet too, guys. I'll lay this out as well. I see that Sook is on Alvarado too in a different way, but I took Jose. Now they bumped up his PR, and it's a little bit higher than I would like. It's up to 5.5, which is scary hours to stare at because we don't really know how long Mike Brown is going to play Jose Alvarado, especially on the road. He played a little more minutes last game because Mikal Bridges was struggling, and he needed that secondary ball handler out there, which I thought was a great move. Great for my bet too because the bet was free. But instead in this game, I'm taking his RA. So I took the 3.5 rebounds and assists for Jose Alvarado, minus 105. It was 2.5 for plus money last game. Only bumped that up 1 point. The PR, the PA, and the PRA all got moved a little bit higher than I would like to bet individually. Overcorrection there was a little too much. The RA didn't move a lot, and he is going to grab a couple boards, maybe a couple facilitating opportunities if he in his 10 to 15 minutes of action. So yeah, I'm going straight back to Jose. I know you like the defense too, Sook. What do you like with Alvarado?
Yeah, line hasn't hit in 3 straight games, but he's out there for mostly defense. We saw him hit some big shots last game, but that's not why Mike Brown likes him. He is a disruptor, and I think that he gets finally the stock. I played it 2 games ago, and he hasn't hit it in 3 games, but I'm going with it tonight because I do think that Mike Brown will want to reward him for what he did in that giant comeback game. And just real quick, my other play in this game, just because it's been so consistent, me and SPJ have been betting it pretty heavily, and we're going back to Dylan Harper, 24.5 PRA. We're all talking about how we didn't like what we saw with Fox. If we didn't like that, then we should go Dylan Harper. And even if you think the minutes stay the same, then I kind of like what Vsauce said of like, we need him to be aggressive. Hopefully the coaching staff reminds him of stay aggressive, stay in that attack mindset. You are taller than everyone in the guard position in this game, and you finish like Kyrie. Have confidence in yourself, get downhill. So I'm hoping, again, Dylan Harper has a better game today, and he actually does get a little bit of a boost from playing at home, minutes-wise, 2-3 more minutes, and as well averages a whole assist more at home. So that home box score does help him out. So I'm going with the kid. I will also wouldn't be I had a few other leans that I really did like Castle PRA and Wemby RA. I think Wemby's RA at 14.5 is, like SPJ was saying, little juice, but the books obviously think that he wins. And like Vsauce said, like he maybe not need to become a better passer, but he needs to be more willing. Only 1 assist last game. So I do think Wemby needs to be better there. We had 6 assists just 2 games ago. So we need more of that Wemby.
I completely agree, Sook, and thanks for the little bit of a softball because I am taking Stephon Castle over 27.5 PRA. The guy's been really good. He's hit this line in 5 of his last 7 games. Now, the 2 games he didn't hit, obviously, both resulted in losses to the New York Knicks. He has been in foul trouble consistently in this series, and it's not really surprising. He's been guarding Jalen Brunson very tough. Last game, it was pretty bad. 5 fouls, didn't get a chance to play. He played 25 minutes in that game, still finished with 23 PRA, but I do think that this guy has to be their second best player if they're going to win games. He's averaging close to 20 points per game in the postseason. In his first postseason, the kid has just been absolutely fantastic. He's a winner. He was a winner at the college level. He's already made his first NBA finals here, and I do think that he's going to have a big impact. He has been their best player to guard Jalen Brunson. Brunson's shooting almost, I think, just 41 true shooting percentage when guarded by Castle in this series. He's just been a great defender, and I think what he brings defensively and then what he's able to do offensively because of his body, because of his size and his ability to finish at the rim, you have to play well tonight. And I wouldn't be surprised to see him play over 40 minutes, barring foul trouble, obviously. Yeah. And then I got one on the other side, and it's the guy that I think has been the MVP so far in this series. It's no hate. OG has just been absolutely fantastic. We can talk about fourth quarter play. OG has 25 to Jalen Brunson's 28 fourth quarter points. He's had 28 and 31 points in the last 2 games. He has also been the most efficient player in the NBA postseason so far. He is shooting nearly 50% from the field. I think 46% from 3. And the over 2.5 threes just felt like a line I really wanted to dabble with because of the volume. His points line is now up to 19.5. The PR is up to 23.5. So both lines have now seen a significant significant bump. The 2.5 threes here for plus money. Like I said, his volume has been fantastic. 16 3-point attempts over his last 2 games. And if they are going to close it out tonight, if it is going to be the end of this series, OG is going to have a significant impact on this game. So, yeah, give me the over 2.5 threes.
Do you guys remember when the series started and I said when we were previewing it that like if you like the Knicks, this is like a complete team, maybe sprinkle Hart or OG at like crazy odds for MVP?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I didn't even listen to myself.
Damn it, dude.
Never do.
Yeah, it's like
Never
2-1 now, basically. Has anybody gotten such a crazy bump from getting complimented from Anne Hathaway in their life? Shout out OG Anunoby, man.
Shout out
Sonny
OG.
Lee.
Yeah, she was
And
tweeting
Sonny
about
Lee.
him yesterday, man.
The aura, dude.
Ugh. And then, dude, he just like comes to the desk like, yeah, my Raptors teammates, they all reached out. They're happy for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw. Did you guys see that tweet though? That also the Raptors like media is like crashing out because 7 years after the championship was actually today. Pascal went to another finals. OG went to another finals. Fred VanVleet, Lowry went to another finals, and VanVleet is an all-star making $40 million. That theoretical team would have a window of 8 years because Kawhi still went bonkers this year and was second team All NBA. Kawhi Leonard, you're a dumbass.
Yeah, if he stayed, bro, oh my God.
He's such an inspiration with his aspirations. You know, that's how Kawhi looks at it.
Nice.
I got you.
I was actually going to bring up OG for MVP today because I was like, if I'm looking for some Knicks action, I would be okay betting that at what I think it's plus 230 on the book I'm looking at right now. I mean, all he needs is one more, you know, I mean, he's plus 125 to score 20 points. He's been hotter than a pistol. And I mean, I know we live in such a what have you done for me lately society. You guys mentioned Brunson's been getting beat up. He's been so inefficient. And, you know, OG had one of the biggest plays in championship history, and he has given us 2 ceiling games already. If he gives you one more, I mean, if he goes off tonight and maybe like imagine a 25-10 game, even if the Knicks don't close it out, like he's probably like inside a 2-1 then, right? Like
100%.
I was gonna say even if he doesn't do like a 20-10, if he does like a 11-11 and then gets like 2 stocks, that's enough, I think.
Well,
defensively, he's been amazing. Like he has been their best player. The block on fucking like Cam Johnson said this on the on their podcast. He's like, De'Aaron Fox has probably never been caught in a foot race in his life. So to him, that's an easy layup. Now, still a mistake, but OG Anunoby, like that was fucking insane. You get the block, you don't give up on the play. You fucking, I don't know. Everything about it was amazing, and I hate the fucking Knicks, but I love OG Anunoby. So it was just the worst. The worst.
This is going to come down. I mean, if you like it now, Luch, take it because he would have to have just Brunson would have to drop 40 for them, and then they'd have to lose for that number to disappear. You know, like I think it's all going to come down to moments. Like this game tonight is going to come down to what we've seen so far in this series. I mean, the last bet I have in this game, and this is my favorite. This is the only way I'm taking a side or a total in this game. I took the Spurs first quarter again. I got -1.5.
The wagon.
120. The wagon. Until proven otherwise, this team is if this series finished after the first quarter of every single game, the Spurs would already be lifting Larry. Like the Knicks don't even show up in the first quarter, and then they lose, and then the Spurs forget how to play basketball in the second quarter, and then the second half just turns into a boxing match. So I'm expecting something similar tonight, especially back against the wall. The Spurs are going to come out, probably get Wemby involved early. I just don't know what's going to happen down the stretch of this game once again. You can't even say to me, oh, well, they just need to get a big lead. It didn't work out so well last game. Hey, we got our YouTube commenters. Let's go. We got Marty. You know Marty Don. Is he a homie of yours, Luch?
Oh, this guy's an OG of the sports betting and DFS space. He's been in my Roto Grinders chats since I started contracting there like 8 or 9 years ago, and he's a perfect vibe guy for BNN. This guy spreads positivity, always pumps your stuff up on socials, and he's just good people. So he's a guy you want to see around for sure. See, I bring some of my people with me. Slowly they'll start trickling in, hopefully. So
Amen. We love to see it. Yeah. So anybody else got any more bets in this game tonight in San Antonio? And then we will finish off with the dub and the baseball. But any more thoughts and final points? Who wins this game?
I've been right the last 2 times, and I haven't bet it. I think the Knicks win the championship tonight.
Damn it.
And I'm so sorry. It's actually my my 1-year anniversary with my wife today. So I'm sorry, Kanika, but your team catching an L today.
Has it been 1 year already, dude?
It's been 1 year already, my guy.
Holy shit, happy anniversary, Sook.
Surprise. Happy anniversary, big dog. You also might sleep on the couch later in true anniversary style. All right, so Knicks for Sook. Luch, I'll let I know what he's going to say. Luch?
I think Spurs win tonight, but Knicks do win the series.
Mm-hmm.
Toss man?
Spurs in 7, man. Spurs in 7. Spurs in 7.
I mean, there's
I-
still
Kanika.
I'll show
Fuck
you
your
guys,
mans.
show you guys this.
odds makers are king, and it's such a crazy number. They're inside of 4-1 still, and I don't, for what it is, I always think about golf. Like Scotty Scheffler, every week, people just want to hand him every tournament, and he's better than 4-1, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
you can get the Spurs to come back from the historic meltdown so far at the same price for Scotty Scheffler to win a golf tournament that everyone wants to give him every week, which is just. It's so bizarre. So odds makers think this thing's getting extended. I mean, clearly 5.5 at home. They think they're live to make this thing interesting.
10-year anniversary of the 3-1 comeback. I'm just saying.
Oh, man.
I'm
Even all of
saying.
the
Where's
Like
Gerald? Where's Gerald with the holy copium comment? Where's that?
Holy
There it
shit,
is.
yeah.
I saw this driving home this morning to go pick my coffee up. And if you're a Knicks fan, you'll like it. I sent it to Thorpe. He enjoyed it. This was at my local taco place. My taco's Mexican. My margarita strong. My bars dive. Knicks in 5. There you go.
That's
I hate
awesome.
that. That is awesome, but I fucking hate it. And I hate how awesome that is too. Like there's so much awesome stuff going on around the Knicks outside of the fucking people destroying the city that it makes me mad. Especially the mayor.
three double-digit comebacks. Like, are you kidding me?
The last one was historical.
Yeah.
Something we will
29
probably never see again very soon. I mean,
Team of Destiny.
yeah. I hope we get another game though. I think we can all agree with more basketball
Yeah.
would be dope. So
Yep.
we'll see.
By the way, I like good marketing. I'd be more prone to go into that taco place just because I thought it was funny. Like,
Amen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
It's peak Tex-Mex. If you're ever in Nashville, Luch, we'll go there. Actually, I got to get these bozos to come to Nashville too. We can have a big old party and go. The best pitcher of Margs too. All right, now I might actually. You know what? Fuck it. I might be going there this afternoon. Let's see what happens.
October's around the corner. The next meetup might have to be in Smashville.
I would love that. I don't have to travel. We do a
I would-
meetup every year, Luch, where we all come together and we have some frivolity and watch sports in bed over a weekend. And the last 2 we've done have been in Chicago. So
What are
We'll
the
see.
clubs like in Nashville, though?
Insane.
dude, so Broadway is diabolically crazy.
Okay.
You
okay.
would. The last time I went out on Broadway was when Prindy was in town, and my night ended with me with a donkey mask on at 2 a.m. So I mean, just telling you, like that's just what ends up happening on Broadway. What happens
Remember what
on
Luke said
Broadway?
about dudes drinking like they're in their 20s again? That's what happens in Smashville.
at this point in my life, I'm more of a 12 South vibes guy. I need that more. Let's chill. But every now and then, I'm definitely coming down for at least one Titans game. So I will hit you guys up, and we will.
I live in East Nashville. I'm sure you know the hood a little bit more. And Luch is also a Titans fan, chat. So we've got another
No.
bad soul. Yeah.
Philly guy, not an
No.
Eagles fan. That must go over super well.
Have 2 Titans fans ever been in the same room together before?
No, there's only 2 of them.
There's only 2. So found the other one.
I need to reschedule therapy. It's been a wild 30 years of sports fanhood.
Okay,
but-
sorry,
Yes,
Luch,
we
I'm
did.
known for derailing around here. I'm going to derail for a second. I need your opinions on Cam Ward. SPJ absolutely loves the guy, thinks he's a stud. You as a Titans fan, what are you thinking on this guy? Is he as good as like a 1A guy that's going to lead a team to 9-10 wins?
Superstar, no notes. That's it.
Oh!
Analytics
obviously
love him
getting
for
it.
being sarcastic. He's all the analytics hate him, absolutely hate him, but dude's just got it. You guys like narratives and eye test and stuff in here. There's guys who touch the ball once in a while that come around that you think they're going to do something crazy every time. Every time Cam Ward takes a snap, for better or for worse, I just feel like something's going to happen. Derrick Henry kind of had that. CJ2K, every time he touched the ball, just kind of had that. Jahmyr Gibbs, every time he touched it, you're like, this guy's going to the house. Same like Reggie Bush USC days. Like, shit, this guy's going to the crib every time. That's what I feel like when Cam Ward takes that ball. So we'll see. I could be terribly wrong, and if I am, I was wrong about Will Levis. So
don't worry. So was SPJ. So was SPJ.
When my last interview with Luch before I brought him on board, we talked about this, and he said I was wrong about Will Levis, and I told him about having the Will Levis jersey, and we bonded over that experience.
The Mayo Man.
Yeah, the Mayo Man.
It was fun while it lasted.
Yeah, everything you just said the last minute had me like, oh yeah.
Man, not on the first date.
For a second, big dog. For a second. Come on now. Oh man.
Holy.
All right, there we go. Let's tap it off with some more bets, boys, before we cook the parlay and we get out of here. I'll go with my dub plays real fast. I'll give you guys the moves and the WNBA. Nice WNBA slate today. If you guys want to get involved with some lady hoopers before the men hoopers take over a little bit later. I love this one. This one's in the early game. The Fever taking on the Connecticut Sun. Layla Lacan over 17.5 points and assists. This has been an absolute wagon since she has been inserted back into the starting lineup. Really good player. She doesn't get a lot of people don't know about her, but because the Sun are terrible, but she's really good. She's hit this in back-to-back games against the Fever last season as well, with double-digit assists in one of those games. Anissa Morrow is also returning for the Sun, going straight back to her double-double today, minus 125 value. She's a rebounding machine, and I'm expecting her to score at least 10 points. You're getting good value there for Morrow taking on the Fever today. Next one that I like, did I make a banner for this one? I'm going to have to go to my notes. Banners have gotten all moved around. All right, I'll just go to my notes real quick. I'll just read these off to you guys real fast. I'll post these on the timeline as well if you guys would like to tell. I've been actually pretty hot in the WNBA. I've been cooking in the prop department. I've been rocking and rolling with the props. So lock in 0-4 today, loading after I said that, but we'll see. Aces today. I'm not going with Asia. You can if you want to. She's been absolutely incredible, but I'm going to Jackie Young over 27.5 PRA minus 110. She's also been phenomenal shooting the basketball over the last couple of weeks after a little bit of a bad stretch. She almost had a triple-double in her last game. Great rebounder at the guard position, minus 27.5 for her PRA. And then the last one for me, Dearica Hamby, over 22.5 points and rebounds, minus 105. She's hit this line. I can't remember off the top of my head who the Sparks are playing because I don't have my other screen up right now. But she's had a double-double against them, 13 boards in their last game as well. Hamby should get to cooking. I know that Kelsey Plum is back and she's scoring a lot as well, even after her return. But Hamby has been awesome as well for this Sparks team. And I think that she's going to keep cooking out there once again tonight in the PR department. So 22.5 points and rebounds for Hamby. Jackie Young, 27.5 PRA. Morrow, double-double. And then Layla Lacan, over 17.5 points and assists. Thank you, Crazy Pellet. Yes, the Mercury. Thank you. Mercury have also been awful to start the season. I don't know what's going on with the Mercury. They might end up trading Alyssa Thomas if they keep kind of free-falling, but we'll see what happens there. Ooh. Okay, there's the dub. Luch, you want to close this out? Actually, V might have some baseball too. V, you got some dongs? Okay.
I do. Well, Luch, you want to go first?
Leia, Luch, what you got on the diamond?
Yeah, so I got some K props. I don't love the board today, but Scooble's coming back. He only threw 54 pitches in his lone rehab start, so I'm just guessing he lands in the 70s. Odds makers probably kind of agree here. His outs prop is 15.5, and it's not really crazy juiced either way. So 5.5 Ks. I actually like the under. Never comfortable backing arguably the best pitcher in baseball under 5.5 Ks. But the matchup is decent. So I like Scooble today under 5.5. How about Yordan Alvarez? I mean, just incredible. I mean, plenty of people wanted to write him off after, the knees and the injuries. He's still plus 270-ish to hit a home run in high 70s weather, wind blowing out at Kauffman. Noah Cameron, it's a lefty-lefty, but he's been hit by lefties this year. It doesn't scare me. I just think that's a good price play. Alvarez to go deep. And then, of course, just the elephant in the room with this slate, again, is the game in Nevada where the Athletics in Las Vegas. Crazy. Like, just insane. We're getting, well, not yesterday. Yesterday disappointed a little bit, but we saw like a 15-14 game earlier this week. Kyle Freeland, God bless him. God bless all Rockies pitchers who signed contracts to not only pitch at Coors Field, but we're gonna put you in 100-degree weather for a start in Las Vegas now too. So good luck with that. But Kyle Freeland, I feel for the guy. He is how do I put this lightly? A not so good left-handed pitcher. Like gives up tons.
Our dog Slop calls him these types of guys pinatas, and he might be the king of the pinatas this year. He sucks.
Yeah,
like
just terrible. You can find some dongs pretty easily in that game, so that's where I'm at today.
That's absolutely perfect, Luch. Thank you. Because yeah, Tyler Soderstrom at plus 225. Now we did get a better price for him in that series against the Brewers, but plus 225 is still a good price. Yes, he is up against a lefty. The batting average against lefties is not where you want it to be. But what stands out to me is the hard hit rate jumping over 50%. Soderstrom has been making contact. It just has not been falling in play. But this is the kind of ballpark where dudes have been hitting pop flies that have been making their way outside of the ballpark. So that's the way I'm going with the Athletics. On the other side, though, on the Rockies side, I'm going with a rookie, Cole Carrick, plus 430. He's got 2 home runs. He's got a very, very small sample size here, just 15 at-bats. He's got 2 home runs and a 267 batting average. But his hard hit rate is what kind of stood out to me here against right-handed pitchers. This is a guy who I think is going to probably be pretty good here. You're playing it with the Rockies. You're going to have the opportunity to hit a ton of home runs at Coors Field. But like I said, he just hit 1 home run in last night's game. This is a ballpark where all you got to do is make contact. I'm not really finding a lot of value on Langoliers or Kurtz at like plus 165, plus 145. So I'm looking for value down the board. Guys that are a little bit later in the lineup, guys with still hard hit rates and make contact with the ball. So I'm going Cole Carrick and Tyler Soderstrom in this game. And like you said, Luch, Kyle Freeland has been absolutely garbage. But Joey Estes is making his first start of the year, and we know he's not much better. He had a 9.82 ERA last year. I just don't think he's in for a big night tonight. So give me these 2 guys in what looks like, once again, just absolutely fantastic conditions in Vegas.
Sauceman, you were kind of shaking your head when Luch was talking about Jordan. You got any vibes with Jordan today?
I'm all the way in. I've been betting him. I think he's been my most profitable hitter this year. He's all the way back. Everybody was ready to write this guy off after the injuries last year, and he just had like a really, really fucking bad year last year. Now he's competing for best hitter in the league so far. He's got a ton of home runs. His OPS has been fantastic. His WOBA is fantastic. He's just been fucking great, and it's good to see him playing at this high of a level. I'm a real big Jordan fan, and last year was hard to watch. So just seeing him play so well, and it's, 33 miles per hour winds, if I'm seeing that correctly, at Kauffman today. That's fucking bonkers. So conditions look friendly. 31 miles per hour is what I'm seeing.
That's whack, dude. Last point on base. Go ahead.
I'll bet him in neutral weather. Sorry. It doesn't matter. If it's no wind out.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Also, I bet Soderstrom yesterday, and he didn't hit a home run, so I have to go back to him right now that you got him. So
have to, absolutely have to.
That's a rule. You got to go straight back to him the next day. Real quick on the diamond, and then we'll cook and we'll get out of here and let you guys go enjoy this wonderful Saturday. We got to shout out Jacob Mizorowski for what he did yesterday.
Oh yeah,
guy was untouchable. Under 100 pitches, complete game, 15 strikeouts, only a singular hit on an error. I said it like a week and a half ago or 2 weeks ago that if it was a good bet to bet him to win the Cy Young, and he was like 11 or 12 to 1, I think, at that point. Wish I pressed that button, because I don't think that button's going to be in existence anymore, especially after a type of performance we saw yesterday and the Skubal injury as well. But just what an incredible performance from him last night. Throwing 104 heat in the 9th inning after a complete game too is just gnarly. I was watching him pitch. I didn't watch the whole game, obviously, but I was kind of just seeing the highlights and stuff. It's like, that there's just some people like Randy Johnson, for example. Like Randy Johnson is obviously that tall, lanky type of pitcher that never really dealt with any hardcore injuries and things like that, just because his body was designed to pitch like that. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the same with Mizorowski. He's kind of lanky. If you looked at Randy Johnson on the street, because only reason why you think he's an athlete is because he's tall. He's like lanky, bony, like what the hell? But he can throw heat. Same with Mizorowski, though. He doesn't look like an athlete. He kind of looks like a goob, and then he just gets up there and just blows you away. 105 in the first inning. See you later. Fastest pitch by a starting pitcher ever in MLB history.
Absolutely insane.
Crazy, dude. Yeah. Crazy. Just insane stuff from Mizorowski.
Brewers also fucking just kicking ass.
Yeah.
Every year they're like, they're right there every year. And maybe it's about time they go make some kind of splash move in about a month from now. That would be cool to see them like actually go all in and do something.
Let them enjoy baseball because Giannis is gone.
Get ready to learn Jaylen Brown. Yeah.
All right, we didn't get a chance to dive into this. We'll talk about this more tomorrow about some of the Giannis situations. We'll obviously be back with you guys tomorrow for Betspresso to give you the vibes for 5 World Cup games tomorrow. Game 6 in the Stanley Cup playoffs to see if Carolina can close the door tomorrow as well. And we'll recap what we saw tonight in the NBA Finals Game 5. All right, boys, let's cook and then let's get out of here. What do we want to do in this Finals game?
Are we doing all basketball or are we doing baseball?
Let's try to include a little bit of everything, but let's start with the Finals. Let's go there first.
I like Jose Alvarado.
Okay.
But it's always just not available everywhere.
That's the problem, yeah, unfortunately. I'm down for Harper.
Yep, same.
The PRA?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm in for Harper too.
Down for Harper and Luch? Okay.
Perfect.
I was going to say, do you guys want to sweat out the Spurs first quarter?
I feel like on in a parlay, it's just like it's asking for trouble.
Fair enough. Probably be the one time this series it doesn't hit too.
Yeah, like I said this to Adam the other day too, and it absolutely smacked. But I was happy when it hit, and I just made my 1 unit on the first quarter.
Yes, there also will be a violence report tomorrow.
Yes, we'll have back-to-back. We'll have back-to-back shows tomorrow. We'll have Betspresso, and then we will have Violence Report breaking down UFC Freedom 250 tomorrow as well. So it's 2 hours of content coming to you guys live. Trizzy's already just cannot wait for tomorrow. That's my
Scribble her out. Make sure you guys go tap in.
Mm-hmm. That's the PG version of what he said. All right. So Harper, PRA.
You want to do something with OG on the other side? Maybe not the threes, but maybe like a points line or like a PR? Or do we want to take like a – we got to do something with the Knicks, right?
Sure.
I kind of like the
Hart,
PR.
RA? No one brought it up, but he's been absolutely fucking –
I like OG, man. I think we
like
just take OG.
threes or do we do the points?
The points is 17 and a half.
It's high, but like I don't hate it.
I like the threes. Go ahead, Luke.
Interesting too. I mean, what do you have for points? I have 23.5. Is that what you have for PNR?
I mean, I like that too.
I mean, he could get that on points alone, honestly. Without
legit.
Really good.
Yeah, I'm seeing 20. I'm seeing 23 and a half. Do you like that, Suck?
I do.
All right.
All right, let's roll 23 and a half for OG. Wow, it just popped up. Okay. Baseball. Should we go Soderstrom? HRR maybe?
We could do the HRR for the bases.
I'm a big fan of Soda Stream, so this is pretty close.
I'm a big SodaStream guy too. Let's go. All right, so MLB, Soderstrom.
Bisney and Beast, both big soda guys.
Ah, big soda guys.
Big soda guys. HRR, yeah?
Yeah.
Are we going to have to take it
bases.
to 2.5?
Mm-hmm.
Langelier's 3.5 plus 100 is absolutely disgusting. That's gross.
Bonkers.
All right, Soderstrom 2.5, HRR. Let's do soccer. Where do you guys want to do a WNBA play? I feel like soccer maybe, eh?
Soccer.
Yeah, it's the
Soccer.
World Cup. We gotta do some World Cup. Yeah.
Gotta do some World Cup, right?
Yeah.
Shags like the Morocco.
What about BTTS in that game? From BTP, Shags also likes the over. We do got some love for Brazil. A little BTTS.
From Morocco, Brazil.
Yeah.
I can get down with it. Are we getting plus money on that too?
That I don't know.
We are plus 110. Both teams to score. That'll do, donkey. All right, plus 1081. Dylan Harper 25 plus PRA. OG 24 plus PR. Tyler Soderstrom, have a strong soda, whatever. 3 plus HRR, and then Brazil, Morocco, both teams to score. Yes.
Parlay kicks off with Brazil and Morocco.
Here in the next, what are we looking at? 3 hours, something like that.
Yeah, I think longer actually, like 6.
All right, there's your Betspresso 4 if you would like to tail. As always, cook your own parlays, have some fun, tail all the individual plays we talked about today, bet responsibly, get involved with all the content, and have some fun on this beautiful Saturday. We could make it let's not get greedy, Austin.
Yeah, SPJ will have the W lay that everyone can tail.
Yeah, we laid. I'll post a lay of some W that you can get involved with a little bit later, but we'll leave the ladies to go solo today.
Kanika, your team's getting a win today. Otherwise, Sook has to sleep outside. Don't even give him the couch.
Is it cold?
It's warm outside, he said.
Oh, it's warm. Okay, then we're good.
Finally warm.
Kanika, happy anniversary.
Yeah, happy anniversary, Kanika.
Luch, if you didn't figure it out, Kanika is Sook's wife.
Yeah, Sook's wife.
No, all right, now I'm getting it. Cool.
Now you're there.
Now everybody's here. Now everybody's here. Happy anniversary, Evil.
There you go. Nice. Go follow Luch on the timeline, the J Carlucci. Go follow Sook at Just Sook. Go follow Vsauce at Vsauce with 3 A's. And go follow myself at Sweatpants Jesus. Oh yeah, those Kaufman boosts. You know the vibes. We appreciate you guys tuning in. It was Betspresso in the AM, but as it's now afternoon, so thanks for being here for your afternoon Betspresso. For all the vibes all around. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. 2 hours of content coming at you live for Betspresso in the morning, and then the Violence Report breaking down everything in the UFC. And hopefully, maybe we get a Game 6 in the NBA Finals. Appreciate you tuning in on YouTube, on Twitch, on X, wherever you guys are hanging out with us. Boys, you got anything else before we dip?
Go Spurs.
Go Spurs. Oh, man. You guys came to winners, and you stayed for the vibes. Have a fantastic Saturday, and we'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy, chat.
What you know about rolling down in the deep? Down in the deep. Now I know y'all be loving this shit right here. Rolling. What you gonna do? Rolling. What you gonna do? Down in the rolling. What you gonna do? Right, y'all be loving this shit. What you know about